He gives you the cash, he so does give you the cash. He will get money from his videos. He will do what he can. My name is StarkyBooty32 and welcome back to another episode of What I Think Of. And in this episode of What I Think Of, I am going to be giving my opinion on what I think of Our Third Life. So, Our Third Life, if none of you are aware, is a YouTube channel which talks about stereotypical and controversial topics. And they have different people in each one of their videos who basically say ridiculous and stupid things to try and probably get attention or something, or to get them notified of what they're actually saying. And from doing this is how they became famous and basically how they got a huge cult following in a lot of their videos. By saying a lot of ridiculous things to get people to watch them and basically have them humoured by the supposed comedy that they post. However, I don't know whether their videos are comedic and funny or whether or not they're being serious and what they're saying is making them sound stupid, but either way, that is how they became famous. That is how they got a lot of attention and a huge fan base, basically. Now for the rundown of their channel. They currently have 278,000 subscribers. They haven't uploaded in over 2 years, but that hasn't stopped them from being so popular. And they also have 38 million views. And also have 2 personal channels, one called Schmidty and another one called Pupinia Stewart. Now, to start this episode off, I'm not going to react to their newest video, but instead I'm going to react to some of their most popular videos. And the first video we're going to be reacting to is a video called England is Confusing. Now, upon reading the title, I am quite baffled, because I don't see how England is really a confusing country. But either way, let's check it out.
Hey everyone, so I was chatting on AIM with this guy. Supposedly he was from England, and I speak fluent American, so there's a bit of a language barrier, but he knew really good English. Ow, stop biting my toe. So, I was talking to him about, this game I wanted, because I was hoping he'd buy it for me, and it was The Sims 3 Generations, and I really wanted that expansion pack for my Sims game, and he said supposedly he wanted it too, and, I'm like, well, why don't you get it? And he's like, because it's too much. I'm like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's 15 pounds. So apparently there's a bit of a language barrier there, because I asked him how much it costs, not how much it weighs. So bit of a language barrier, we went over that jump. But the thing I'm wondering is, why does it weigh so much? So if you know the solar system, America is in the middle, and England is it's the closest to the sun, I think. So maybe there's a possibility that there's a difference in gravity or something. So 15 pounds is actually really light in England. It's just so confusing. I'm not good with planets.
Oh my god! This girl asked a guy how much something costed from England, and that guy was saying that it costed 15 pounds, and that girl thought that the guy was talking about how much it weighs and not how much it costs. Now, I do understand that in England they use pounds as currency, whereas in America they use dollars as currency, and in England they also use kilograms as weight, but in America they use pounds as weight. But the most ridiculous and most insane part of this video is that this girl thinks that America and England are planets. Okay, I apologise for the outburst right here. I have never had an outburst like this on What I Think Of before, but I just thought that that video was so ridiculously funny because of how ridiculous it sounded and the ridiculous things that Pepinia was saying, who is the girl in the video, by the way. The next video we're going to be reacting to is a video called We Are Running Out of Gravity. Now, this video looks a bit weird from the title, but let's see if it's any good or not.
This is a video from Michael from Vsauce. Have you heard of gravity? If you haven't, then you're taking advantage of it. We are running out of gravity. I noticed this when I started running, and then soon after, I started losing my breath. I started running faster and faster for the first time in years, hoping that the breath would get in my breath. And then I realized we're running out of gravity. This is something that we need to stop. Gravity, we're all taking advantage of it. We need to quit gravity for a little bit. We need to just quit it. Because when we do, once we actually do run out of gravity, we won't really notice.
Now, despite the fact that that video was really ridiculous sounding too, I was actually really intrigued and interested by it, because I'm wondering something. Can a planet actually run out of gravity? I really need to think about that. Maybe a planet's gravity can get weaker over time, so maybe Pepinia does have a point in this video, but I'm really not too sure. And if anyone who's a scientist who's watching this, could you please comment below if it is possible for a planet to run out of gravity, because this video really intrigued me into knowing if a planet can run out of gravity or not, and if gravity can disappear altogether. This next video we're going to be watching is a video called I'm a Furry. Now, I'm obviously confused by the title. I think they meant to say brony, because in the thumbnail I can see Pepinia holding a Fluttershy plush. But I am a brony and I hate furries. However, I'm still keen to check this video out, so let's do that.
Hey everyone, a lot of you guys are commenting, talking about my Pinkie Pie plush on my shelf back there. Yes, this is my Pinkie Pie plush. And sometimes I pretend that it's Donald Trump dressed in a My Little Pony cosplay costume, and sometimes I do that when I'm bored or kind of like in the mood and I'm not allowed to watch dirty things online, so instead I just do that. Sometimes I print out pictures of him, of Donald Trump, and I tape it on, but then it gets so wrinkly that I can't like reuse it, you know, so that just happens sometimes. So here is Pinkie Pie, and I'm really good at pretending, so I'm going to pretend that Pinkie Pie is Donald Trump.
as a brony, I didn't really think that video was too bad, but the craziest thing is that she thought that Fluttershy plush was a plush of Pinkie Pie. Oh my god, how much funnier can you get? But she also did have a good point that she was good at pretending that Fluttershy plush was the plush of Pinkie Pie, and also good at pretending that it was Donald Trump. And the scene at the end where the door opened and she hugged the plush against her, that scene was a bit unexpected. However, as a brony, I think you should tell your parents that you're a brony and anyone else, just so that they can know what you like and you don't have to be scared. So I hope Pupinia can do that. The next video we're going to react to is a video called I Hate Minions So Much, and Pupinia looks really upset in the thumbnail. Let's go see if the minions have stirred her up.
So today I was at the crane machine and I was rooting for something. I have this Webkin charm bracelet. You see lots of charms, and there was one in the corner of the crane machine, and I had my YouTube money on me. I was just, reeling in, putting in a $50 bill. I tried loads and loads of times to, get the charm in the corner. But what I was left with, if you know me, you know how every time I see one of these anywhere, I have a meltdown. I start to cry. And I'm trying to avoid any sort of contact with my eyes with this thing, but it's so bright and yellow, I can't look. One time I was in the city, and someone was dressed up like this. It was a small child. It was a small child dressed up like this. A small child. Otherwise, I wouldn't have tackled it and broken its rib cage or whatever I did to it. But this time it was dressed up like a minion. And I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I'm so sorry.
This video was really concerning, and the crying and the meltdown in the video didn't look fake. It actually looked very genuine to me. And here's a message to Pupinia. Please calm down. Take a breather. You don't have to like minions, but if you don't like them, you don't need to hold a plush of one and rip it apart. Instead, just throw it away in the trash bin or something. And also, please do not have a meltdown if you find something that you hate. Please just simply turn around and walk away from it. It's okay. You don't have to like minions. But do not have a meltdown. If you don't like something, please don't go near it or anything. If you can do that, you will start to feel very better. And I hope that you can listen to me. Okay, this last video we're going to be watching is a video called I Hate Mozart, and it seems to be another breakdown video judging by the thumbnail. Now, let's watch this, and after I watch it, just like the Minion video, I'm gonna give Pupinia some advice.
My mom deleted all my Weezer albums and replace them all with Mozart. She heard the song Pink Triangle And she doesn't like the L word. Lesbian. Know what else she took? All my energy, because when I want to listen to a good jam, all I have is Mo Fart. Mozart. I hope you die.
It seems like this is another breakdown video. Well, Pupinia, if you're watching this, please listen to me. Mozart isn't the one you should be angry towards in this situation. Also, he's already dead. Mozart died in 1791, so he's not around to bother you anymore. The person you should be angry towards in this situation is your mother for taking away all your favourite albums. And also, you should be angry at her just because she doesn't like the word lesbian. And there's nothing wrong with lesbians. It's just like the people on the internet who use gay as an insult. But I hope you can teach your mother a lesson, and I hope that you can get the lesson from me as well and spread it to her. And hopefully this will all be resolved. I wish you luck. I think that's all we need to see from our third life. I think what we watched really does define them, and because of that, I'm now ready to give my opinion. What do I think of our third life? Well, they're a really humorous and weird channel, but they have posted some videos that are quite worrying. However, I am just okay with them, and I'm really caring towards them, and I don't think we should send them any hate for what they say, because I don't really think that they've done anything intentionally bad, so I'm fine with them. And until next time, my name is StarkyBooty32, and thank you for listening, humanity.
Talkie BD32, Talkie BD32. He's the one who's right. Talkie BD32. He wears the shirt over